Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is August 2023. So naturally, we're taking a look back at what happened in July 2023 in real estate in Ottawa. As always, if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the different listing videos before they hit the market, and share this with someone who might be interested in this type of information. Now, where we sit month combined in the month of July, you can see we sold a total of 1,267 properties, an increase of 14.6% from last year. Last year was on a downward trajectory, and this year is on an upward trajectory, especially in comparison. The inventory, you can see we've got 4.7% more properties than we had in July 2022, and only a few more than we had in June 2023. The seller's market is still there, just maybe not as hopping as it was before in terms of 2.6 months of inventory. If you look back last month, it was under 2 months of inventory, so something to keep a watch on. Year to date, we're sitting at a reduction in terms of number of sales by 15.7%, a reduction in terms of price by 7.9, but that 7.9 is every month that we inch along is getting smaller and smaller. Average price month over month went up by 12,000, and buyers still are finding a way to get their purchases financed, even though there's all of these strict things that are being put into place by the banks. Everything's tightening up. The most pronounced rate hike schedule we've ever seen. Just got an email about that saying that going back all the way to the 80s, we have never seen the rates go up this much and this quickly. And in Ottawa, we've thankfully been doing a really great job of keeping going with everything. And of course, that has everything to do with the fact that we do not have enough supply to meet the demand. And of course, that is overshadowing the rate hikes that are happening right now. Breaking it down, getting into the residential side in the month of July, you can see an increase in number of sales. But again, 2022 was a really slow year. Increase in average price, 5.1%. So this is good. This is what we expected earlier on in the year. And you can see we've got 7.6% more properties for sale, but only like 50 more houses available in July than we had in June last year. So not a lot of new inventory coming. 2.7 months of inventory. Again, if all of the properties were to go on the, no more properties were come on the market, everything would sell that we have right now in 2.7 months, assuming that the rate of purchases was the same. Year to date on the residential side, you can see the number of sales down by 14.6%, the average price down by 8.7. Again, that 8.7 started the year at close to 20% and has been shrinking ever since the market's been on its way down. The month over month numbers actually showed an $8,000 increase. Sales numbers are higher than last year, but still quite low compared to that 5-year average. The prices will start to look like they're coming back into line because last year's numbers really are falling a lot. Buyers are still a little more uncertain with these rate hikes, with the thought of this, economic instability. Some people are just waiting on the sidelines to see what's going to happen. Average price homes are still doing really well. So, 600 to 700, either starter houses, townhouses, or that sort of 1,000 square foot bungalow inside the city. Those are still doing really well. Switching gears onto the condo side, you can see an increase in number of sales of 5.6%, an increase in average price by 2.1. The inventory still very low. We only added 40 units in inventory, or 45 units or something like that. And it's less than we actually had in July 2022. So very, very interesting. Still definitely a seller's market with 2.3 months of inventory. Again, it will turn to a balanced market if we ever get to 4 months of inventory. We have not seen 4 or more months of inventory in quite a while, even leading up to COVID. Year to date on the condo side, the number of sales down by 19%, the average price down by 6.1, but again, that average price continues to shrink. The month over month numbers for the condo segment were actually down by 13,000, but we see swings like that on a regular basis. Such a small group of condos that sell. We're still going to keep selling condos because it's the most affordable way to get into the market, onto the housing ladder, as they say. So if you guys would like to have a conversation about how all of this affects you, whether you're buying or selling or investing in real estate, as always, reach out. The team and I are more than happy to help. The phone number 1-888-REAL585. And until then, keep it real, collective.